From the house of SONGO, this is Gaytopix, the only gay source for hot topics and gay news. Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. It is Drag Wednesdays. We're talking everything drag and beyond. Please comment and drop those emojis. Welcome to my house. Thanks for being here. I'm your host, PAPISONGO, the only host to bring you the latest gay and lesbian headlines and breaking news. We're live on location outside the iconic drag queen staple in New York City, the club Boots and Saddles. Well, unfortunately, it's closed. The city's marshals did not immediately have details about the reasons behind the bar's closure. Typically, gay city marshals enlisted the enforcement of city court violations. The IAB Industry Analysis Bureau were unable to contact the managers and owners of Boots and Saddles this Wednesday. The gay nightclub moved to 7th Avenue South from this long-time home on Christopher Street in 2015. The bar had hosted regular drag shows for 40 years before its increase in rent forced it to move, co-owner Robert Ziegel told the DNA Info in 2014. The bar reopened here in the basement in June 2015, taking over the property that was once occupied by the Actors Playhouse. Boots and Saddle hasn't posted anything on its Twitter handle since February 2018, according to data pulled from the Twitter website. They have not made a post since February of 2015. I guess they couldn't pay their rent. Do you know that several contestants from RuPaul's Drag Race have performed here? They include Scarlet Envy, Jiggly Caliente, Shangla, Honey Davenport, Yohu Hamasaki, who won Miss Boots and Saddle Drag Queen 2017, Miss Cracker, New York's famous Aquaria, Monet Exchange, Peppermint, and Bob the Drag Queen, just to name a few. Yes, the queens all worked the poles here inside Boots and Saddle Bar for tips and gigs, way before they made it big on Drag Race. You heard it here first. You're always in the mix with Gaytopix. Please comment and drop those emojis below, please. Hashtag Gaytopix. So, speaking of drag queens, Mother RuPaul of RuPaul's Drag Race, continues to build his empire and Emmy collection, winning for Best Host of Reality and Competition Program for the 4th consecutive year at the Creative Arts Emmys on Sunday. As a result, RuPaul has now tied with Survivor's host Jeff Probst's record for most wins in that category. Backstage, RuPaul explained he was having a hard time putting words together, but he ultimately expressed his gratitude for the win and the art of drag. I show up to work because I love drag queens, love dramatic people, love people around people who march to a different drummer, RuPaul said. He later said drag is dangerous. Drag is not politically correct. I know people say you're mainstream, but drag will never be mainstream. Drag Race, up for 14 awards at this year's ceremony, made history in 2008, becoming the first series to win, but really host and Best Reality Competition. Best Reality Host and Best Reality Competition program in the same year. The show was renewed for its 12th season on VH1, while spin-off RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars goes for the 5th season. RuPaul then tweeted, "Snatching trophies, Henny. Let's sashay to the People's Choice win. Hashtag People's Choice Awards. Hashtag Drag Race. Do you love RuPaul's Drag Race? Who's your favorite queen? Comment below. Hashtag Gaytopix. Start your engines, Nevada. Drag Race is coming to Vegas. Drag Race is getting their own Vegas residency, Henny. Following in the footsteps of a list of legends including Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, Janet Jackson, and Celine Dion, RuPaul will be taking the stage live in Las Vegas. RuPaul's Drag Race Live will take over the iconic Flamingo Hotel from January 2020 through August 2020. RuPaul Drag Race Live is an immense, intrinsic thrill ride for everyone who loves to laugh, dance, and sing along with the fabulous drag queen. Shakes for paddles ass on stage, said RuPaul. And you can expect all the eleganza, hilarious comedy, singing, dancing, and lip syncs and stunts we come to adore. Plus, the show promises some twists and turns. We hope to assume both literally and metaphorically. The cast will feature 7 talented queens on rotation, including Aquaria, Asian O'Hare, Coco Montrese, Derek Barry, Eureka O'Hara, India Farah, Kahuna Montrese, Cameron Michaels, Kim Shi, Naomi Smalls, Shannon, and Evie Oddly. Now that's what we call a motherfucking Vegas show. What are your thoughts about RuPaul's Drag Race Live in Vegas? Would you attend? Comment below. Hashtag Gaytopix. I don't know if I'll go because Janet's there, so I'd rather see Janet. And Jennifer Lopez. Just when I thought I was sick of people saying Miss Vanjie, Miss Vanjie, Rihanna said Miss Vanjie, and is now considered the sweetest, most melodic phrase in the English language. Better than the phrases like, that's hot, or what's your Instagram? The pop star and beauty queen noticed Miss Vanjie's comments during a live Instagram video and fangirled right back. During an Instagram live session, Rihanna noticed that Vanessa Vanjie Mateo was in audience, just as she was at Rihanna's Savage X Fenty show during Fashion Week. The lip is on. You look great, Miss Vanjie commented, probably expecting her comment to go unnoticed. One can only imagine how many of Rihanna's 75 million followers were also watching. But nothing gets past Rihanna, who has proven herself to be a Drag Race superfan. Thank you, Vanjie, Rihanna commented, adding her own take on Vanjie's signature catchphrase, shaking out her hair and pouting her lips. Rihanna literally said Miss Vanjie and asked Mateo to come to one of her events. You better come to the ball October 12th. Mr. Mulgler in the back says so, the pop star added, referring to the return of the porcelain ball, hosted by the House of Miyake Mugler. Rihanna Fenty Beauty brand will sponsor a $10,000 grand prize for the open to all face category at the porcelain ball, which contestants judge on facial symmetry, bone structure, skin, smile, and presence. You must be snatched to win the cash. Will Miss Vanjie show up to Rihanna's extended personal invitation? Girl, I'll be canceling all tour dates and practicing backwards walk immediately. I used to walk face back in the day, and schoolboy realness. I was Casey Bizarre from the House of Bizarre. I lost my job at Macy's for crafting merchandise to walk in the balls. Yes, if you know all about the ball industry, you know what crafting means. But to be honest, if my face was painted right, I'll walk that category too. Have you ever been to a ball, or do you know the ballroom scene? Comment below. Hashtag Gaytopix. We love FX's pose. Yes, we do. Both seasons of it. And while we may have some criticisms about the show, that doesn't impact our excitement for the impelling third season. That said, we have an urgent response to put forth before Stephen Canas, Our Lady J, and Janet Monk. Go back to the writer's room and let Blanca vogue. Let Blanca vogue. It first became clear that MJ Rodriguez, could actually vogue at the Latex Ball in 2018. Pose was just kicking off then, and the whole cast made a cameo at the event, which is a staple in international lesbian and gay community ballroom. Rodriguez was brought as a member of the House of Amazon, and she gave the kids a show to live for. When Dustin Venzi, a father of House of Laverne, as well as ballroom scene Jack Mizrahi on the mic, who've both been a staple of the ballroom scene, it's truly a moment to never forget. She let the children have it. There are numerous clips of the entertainer voguing and showing off her talent. We must let Blanca vogue. As a mother of a house, it's a must that Blanca vogue. Do you think Pose should let the mother of the year, Miss Blanca Evangelista, vogue on the show in season 3? Comment below, hashtag Gaytopix. RuPaul was not the only talk at this year's Creative Arts Emmys. Valentina calls out Drag Race fans for body shaming her for her Emmys look. The comments made me want to hide in a hole for something I can't fix, she said. While the stunning queen was walking the red carpet in a beautiful nude gown, fans decided it was fair to criticize her body, with dictators and shouts claiming that she looks too masculine. Drag Race alum Valentina is calling fans for their cruel, body-shaming comments after her appearance on the Creative Arts Emmys red carpet. I've read comments on my body and masculinity tonight that have me really hurting. She responded in the comment section to the official Instagram account for season 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race, which had posted a Getty Images photo of her Creative Arts Emmy look. Valentina added, calling me a man, telling me my hips don't match my shoulders. It really fucking hurts. Valentina, who also appeared as Angel in Rent Live earlier this year. Yes, I've done a lot of work to love who she is and confident with my body. The comment slugged on, especially when they're coming from so-called fans of the show. But her past is any indicator. Valentina will continue to rise above the drama and keeping her gorgeous whenever she goes. Well, guess what? America's big mouth bottom porn star, Amon Rizzo, the 29-year-old, 4', 11-inch tall adult entertainer and model tweeted, let me get this good, because I'm quoting, "My thoughts on Valentina on Rent. I am sorry, but people who are trying to defend Valentina on the basis that she represents a lesbian queen, trans and questionable world is no excuse. I don't care if you warm up before. I don't care if it's a warm up before the show or it's the actual show or whatnot. But you need to give it your all. Hashtag didn't deliver. Hashtag no excuses." And like all munchkins in the land of Oz, fellow adult entertainer Max Connor chimed in and tweeted, "As a trained equity SAG-AFTRA performer, I can honestly say the only performers who had the stamina to pull a full production from beginning to end was Roger, Mark, Maureen, and Mimi. Direction was shit poor. Set and lighting was decent," he quoted as saying on Twitter, "From someone who's seen the play Rent live on Broadway a total of 8 times, including with the original cast, Wilson Cruz and Taye Diggs. I like to see you, Armand Rizzo, and Max Connor get up there every day for 2 hours and perform live in front of a studio audience. We all know you can get fucked for 2 hours, but can you dance and act for 2 hours?" If I had a cup, I'll be sipping right now. Do you think Valentina's looks like a man and not a drag queen? Comment below, #Gaytopix. Do you know who Marty Gold Cummings is? Well, Marty Gold Cummings is trying to swear, but she just can't help it. She announced earlier this month that she is running for New York City Council. Cummings is officially throwing her hat in the race to become New York City Council, when she hopes to represent Manhattan's District 7. Although the 51-year-old board, Although the 51-person board currently boasts a plethora of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and plus representation, including Speaker Corey Johnson, many of the politicians are term limited. Cummings, a longtime activist and performer in the city, and the candidacy is critical to ensure that the gays keep their side of the table. When I win, it's going to be a really fucking awesome feeling," she tells Out. "I believe this is my calling. I believe this is what I was meant to do. To not only be a drag queen who's funny and entertaining, but someone who could take their platform and use it for something bigger. I'm really nervous and scared and excited and ready to work," Cummings said. Do you think New York City is ready for a drag queen in the New York City Council office? Comment below, #Gaytopix. That's a funny thing. Do you call her a councilwoman or a councilman? I don't know, but we'll wait till she wins. That's it? No. That is it. I actually thought I had one more topic, but that's it for Gaytopix. Thanks for being here. I'm your host, PAPISONGO. It's now Ask Poppy and Sound Off. So ask me any questions you want and sound off to my Gaytopix. Love to hear your feedback, so please comment below, drop those emojis, do whatever you need to do. But let me take you to this thing here. It says, the New York City Departments of Buildings currently has closure of this establishment. And it says that there's work being done, but Doesn't tell you when it's going to be opened or anything. There actually used to be an awning here that said Boots and Saddle, but I had no idea it was closed. Where are the queens going to go now? Where are they going to dance on the poles? I was actually going to take you undercover there for Undercover Tuesdays, but I had no idea it was closed. The city marshal's office did not immediately have any details about the reasons behind the bar's closure. Typically, city marshals are enlisted to enforce civil court orders. The IAB, or Industry Analysis Bureau, were unable to contact the managers or owners of Boots and Saddle this today. The gay nightclub moved here to 7th Avenue South from its longtime home on Christopher Street in 2015. The bar had hosted regular drag shows for over 40 years before the rent increase forced it to move. Co-owner Robert Ziegler told DNA Info in 2014 the bar reopened in a basement space here on 7th Avenue South in 2015, taking over the property that was once previously occupied by the Actors Playhouse. And yes, I told you about their Twitter. They haven't posted anything on their Twitter since February 2018. So I guess they are closed. I'm not sure why or where they're going, but here's some tea. I used to dance here at this location and at the original location on Christopher Street, which is just a few blocks from here. And they would pay me some serious coins, honey, after hours. So as a New York City resident, most people know that, bars and clubs close at, 4 o'clock in the morning. Not Boots and Saddle. They had the dancers stay and put on private shows for the owners and high-end clients, kind of like Hustlers did after hours. And I've done many a show after hours, and I brung home some serious coins. So I love working for tips, and I also love working for the coins. So maybe perhaps that's the reason why it's closed. Maybe they found out what they were doing behind, after hours. So I don't know, but that's a secret, and I can't believe I just said that. I'm not naming any names. But you know the tea, bitch. I just spilled it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'll mention it now. Farrah Moan responded to my allegations last week on Drag Wednesdays when I said, and I commented basically about her look. Ariana Grande stealing her look, Farrah Moan's look, and then Ariana Grande suing Forever 21. Farrah Moan tweeted that she should get a cut of the $10 million lawsuit that Ariana Grande is suing Forever 21 for. Well, Farrah Moan responded to the IAB, bitch. Industry Analysis Bureau. We're getting up there. I appreciate the fact that I'm growing with you. Yes, I have some production issues and technical issues, but as I grow, you guys are growing with me, and I appreciate the fact that we're all growing together. That's really cool. Can you believe I'm already 8 seasons, you hear me? 8 episodes in. Time flies so fast. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for all the episodes in their entirety and unedited at Gaytopix, Gaytopix. So yes, back to Farrah Moan. She replied to my statements about, her litigation, basically saying, I can't comment on pending litigation. Which means I think she's actually suing Ariana Grande's people, and she will get a cut of the $10 million. Good for you, Farrah. Don't let anybody steal your shit. That's what people always try to do. Copy. But they never want to do anything on their own. You should copy as inspiration, but use your own personality and your own, shit to deliver your shit personally, you know, so no one can copy it. You know, like my t-shirt here, Francois Zagat. Again, I was one of the first models to wear his line. This is another shirt provided by him. And as you can see, his tattoo here and his face there. And I'm very proud and honored to be a recipient of his clothing line. But unfortunately, he sold his clothing line, so it doesn't belong to him anymore. Because he wanted to go back into porn. And is now the highest paid porn star in the industry. I don't know how much money he gets, but compared to other porn stars, and I know their checks, he must be getting some good money. People always try to criticize the adult industry, you know, as being shameful or being an abomination to Christ and all that good stuff, but you can really seriously make a good living being a porn star. Look at all your people that you respect and you love. They're making shitload of money, you know. I just looked up the other day and I text a friend, you know, Kex. Hi, Kex. Tim Kruger, who owns Tim Tales, has an estimated net worth of $18 million. And he's a porn star, a director. So come on, you really must make some good money. And then with the launch of Just for Fans, you know, actors are now actually getting their full worth, you know, as opposed to getting a cut of their pay, you know. So they're getting their full worths now, but that's what really pissed me off is like when Dominic Ford, who was another porn star, launched his app Just for Fans, it you know, all the porn stars started working together and producing material so they can put on their Just for Fans and to get more people to and more of their fans to view their movies. So that's what really hurt me is like I'm reaching out to people to work for Just for Fans, and including one person in particular, which I was just actually talking about earlier today, who had some work done on his face. Rocco Steele. I asked Rocco Steele to work with him because I noticed that he had worked with a couple other porn stars on their Just for Fans. And I was like, oh, it'll be really cool if I actually work with Rocco Steele. I've never worked with him before, but I really wanted to actually get somewhere, you know, somebody big. You know, as I was a porn star, I actually searched for big people. That's why I did a movie with Antonio Biaggi and Cutler, and well, I didn't do a movie with Cutler, but I hooked up with him expecting to do a movie, but I didn't. I moved with Drilla, you know, with Big Beef and all that good stuff. I chose those people because I knew it would bring me to another level as far as fans and viewership and downloads. You know, kind of like what's her name from Friends? Oh man, it's at the tip of my tongue. See what happens when you go live. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston can't act. This bitch can't act without somebody hanging on her side. So I ever noticed, like, all her movies, she has a co-star who's much bigger than she is that helps her sell the movie. She knows what she's doing, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't watch a movie with her by herself. No way. I love your hair, but I can't work with you by yourself. But I really do hope she gets back with Brad Pitt, because that'll be the ultimate publicity stunt. So yes, I asked Rocco Steele to work with me, and Rocco Steele had the audacity and the gall and the inconceivable disrespect to tell me I have to pay him to do a movie. Wait a minute. I was in porn way before you were. Why are you asking me to pay you? More importantly, you don't ask porn stars to pay. You ask clients to pay, but I'm not a client. I'm a fellow actor, you know? So that was like a brick in my face, and I was like, oh, this asshole. So then when I said, you know, basically what I just told you, I'm not a client, I'm another porn star, don't you know who I am? He didn't respond in a couple days, so I wondered why he didn't respond. And when I looked to see why he didn't respond, the bitch blocked me too. What's going on? People can't hear the truth? You're not going to fuck with me and tell me I got to pay when you're doing movies with everybody else for free. That's not going to happen. More importantly, why should I pay you to do a movie that you're still going to make money off of after I finish paying you my initial payment? That's not going to happen, buddy. No way. No way. So I guess while I have some time, yes, we have a half an hour. So I guess while I have some time, I'm actually going to walk down the iconic Christopher Street. So you guys can walk with me. No, I'm not going to be doing no Naomi. I'm just going to walk to the pier so you guys can see the pier. And hopefully there's some kids because it is after school now. So hopefully the kids are voguing. And I can finally get my Vogue on my program and my talk show. But we'll see, we'll hope, and we'll pray. But until then, let me dismount and let's start walking. Okay? Hold on. I just saw your comment, Kex. It's sideways again. Why is nobody telling me that? It looks fine on my end, so I had no idea it's like sideways. But probably when I move, it's gonna fix. So let's hope and see and pray.